Hi, welcome to this CiviCRM tutorial. My name is Martin. I'm going to show you a simple dedupe of a couple of contacts. Deduping is necessary because during the everyday, new contacts get created and the system doesn't know whether when someone signs up for an event, there might be something like using the name Sam instead of Samantha, where the system thinks this might not be the same contact. So I'll create a new one and a human can decide whether or not it's the same because they're much better at that sort of thing than me. It should be done weekly. If you dedupe on your site every week, then it will be a small task. If you don't, then it will become quite an unwieldy one. Up on the screen here, I've got CiviCRM open. If I go to contacts and I go find and merge duplicate contacts, I get to this screen, which shows me various rules for deduping. We're going to look at individual rules at the moment. The same rules apply for the other two, household and organization. There are general rules which can be used at any time but don't have any special purpose. Supervised rules which are there for using when someone is there to supervise the process, like someone, a staff member or an administrator, adding a contact to the system, who can make any decisions on the fly, and an unsupervised rule, which is there for when there's no supervision of the process, like a user filling out a form on the front end of the website to register for an event, in which case the system makes a decision. The unsupervised rule is quite strict, so that it does create an extra contact rather than overwriting the wrong contact and causing problems with the data and corrupting the data. So we're going to use an unsupervised rule because that's quite strict. We'll use the rule and it will bring us to this page where it says, which contacts do you want to check for duplicates? We could choose a group from the list, or we can just say continue and it'll just dedupe everyone on the system, which is quite straightforward. This next page shows you a summary of which contacts might be duplicates. And it could be very long. If you haven't done it for a while, it could be 10 pages long. This one's just got the ones that I've set up in order to show you what's going on. If there are lots, you can use these boxes at the top to filter them just to target down what you're looking at and to make it less ominous while you're going through the process. We're going to look at these. There was an original contact. There is an event participant who's filled out a form. And here you can see that they both have the same email, which is why the system considers that they may be the same contact. If they were a spouse, then they might not be the same contact, in which case you can hit not a duplicate and it won't turn up in these views anymore. It will be split and they will be marked as separate contacts. If this is the original contact and this is the duplicate, these two are the right way round. There is over here a flip button, so you can say actually they're the other way around. This one is the original contact. Sorry, this one is the original contact and this is the duplicate. I'm going to flip them back because it's actually reflects reality. Once we decide, or we want to have a closer look at a particular line on here, we can hit the merge button and that will show us what the differences are between the two contacts. Now what it says here is that the green ones are the same. The red ones are where something might get over or could get overwritten. So we want to keep, let's replace the name. So I'm going to say that I want to keep the name Martin and push it in over the top of Marsh Original. Surname isn't event participant, so I'm going to leave that and leave it as contact. Various green sections, which are fine. There's no changes there. On the event participant, they've put in a job description or a job title of developer. There wasn't anything in there before, so we'll carry that across as an extra bit of information. And they've also put in a phone number, which we can carry across. Further down at the bottom, there are relationships. There are groups that the contact may or may not belong in. And there is a gift aid declaration data. We're going to put By default, it says I'll put all these in for you, and we'll just migrate that information so that everything's from both contacts is put onto the single contact at the end of it. Once we've done that, we can come up here and we can say merge. And that's created one contact, kept the same surname, changed the first name, added the job title and the telephone number, and it's kept any relationships and activities down here or added them. And that's the end of the tutorial. That's it for deduping. Thanks very much for listening and watching.